Hey everyone, it's Karen Miner Hurd here with Living WomanWize. And I don't know about you, how many of you get frustrated? Raise your hands with a lot of the so-called weight loss motivation out there. You swear it's written by people who never had to try to lose weight at all. I know for me, I would get frustrated. It seemed like the same old ideas again and again and again that never really worked. And then I discovered 7 things that I did differently this time, and they're working. I've shed 10 pounds, and I'd love to share that with you. So thank you for joining me. I hope that you find this to be helpful. I do have a giveaway for you, so let me know about that one. So let's just kind of jump right in. I've got my notes to make sure that I can stay on track with you. All right, look. You might be frustrated with your weight. You feel like you kind of go along and then it just kind of like gets cut out from under you, or you lose it, it comes back, you lose it, it comes back. Now, there's some physical reasons why that happens. We're going to spend most of this on the mental reasons and the emotional reasons that ways where we can sabotage ourselves. But let's just adjust a little bit on the physical ones, because we're holistic people and they influence each other, because we all know that being overweight is not healthy. None of us have to sit there and go, I wonder if it's going to negatively impact my health. We know it will. You know it will. You know you don't like the way you feel. You know you don't like how you look. You know that you kind of get tired of people watching how you eat. You get tired of people looking at you, dropping hints, all that jazz, right? And the more weight you have extra, the more you experience that. Although on the inside of us, you can experience that no matter really what your size is. Now, just a little fun fact for you, because you do know how much it costs extra to be overweight. Did you know that if you're a woman, on average in the United States, it's costing you almost $4,900 extra a year, and that's not including the extra clothes. That's not including some extra wear and tear, again, depending on your size, and that on your furniture and belongings. That's just wage discrimination, health costs, extra life insurance costs, and so on. For men, ironically, it's only like $2,600. I don't know what the gap is. I'm sure somebody's getting money to figure that one out. But we know that we pay a price. So again, not going to sit here giving you a whole bunch of facts as to why you might want to be at a healthier weight. We already know why, right? It's not about that. We want to be at a healthier weight, but something gets in our way, and a lot of times it's us. So there's a few things. Did want to address a little bit on the physical stuff. The average American does 4 diets a year, spends almost $1,000 on those 4 diets a year. And here's what happens. The more you kind of do this, the more your metabolism just says, you know what? Not going there anymore. It'll actually slow down, making it harder for you to keep the weight off. All right. So there's some other things that can impact weight gain. There's what's going on with your thyroid and your adrenals, your gut health, right? The type of foods you're choosing. Not all calories are the same. They don't impact the body the same. Your stress levels, your sleep, all of that are physical pieces to your weight management. So I wanted to address those, let you know that those are out there. You have any questions about that, feel free to message me. You can drop me a comment below or just message me and I'll get back to you. But let's talk about what you have to do to think differently about weight loss. And this is what changed things for me. The first thing I decided this time around, and I've been able to shed 10 pounds. All right. And my body takes a long time for it to gain weight. It also takes a long time for it to lose it. It's like my body is on strike for a while, and then over time it eventually catches on that that's the goal and it starts moving. But I can do everything just right for a long time before my weight absolutely starts to adjust. So, and that's frustrating. And that would make me give up. Maybe you're in the same place. It would make you give up. So here's what I did differently this time. My very first thing that I did differently was I decided that instead of trying to lose weight, I was going to work on incorporating more healthy habits just getting healthier. That was the first thing. That had a far bigger impact on what was going on with me than I anticipated. I mean, it made a big deal, especially when my body was a little bit slow to get onto the program, so to speak. All right. So I'm going to encourage you to be thinking about that instead of I have to lose weight, just I need to get healthier. And let the weight loss be a side benefit. All right. I think that shift, if for a number of you, is going to make a big difference. Here's the next thing. Think differently. Look for messages that affirm you, not shame you. There's a lot of shame in being overweight. And a lot of us, especially, it's true also for men, but I think more so for women, we tend to use excess weight to kind of be self-protective. Sometimes we're just not careful about what we eat. And, you know, if we've got a desk job or whatever, a certain lifestyle issues to be sure. But for a big piece, it's a form of self-protection. It's a way of avoiding people and avoiding situations. All right. And so, and sometimes it's a lot of voices from our past, right? Maybe you got bullied. Maybe people mocked you for your weight. And those messages play again and again and again. So what I'm going to really encourage you to do is to adopt affirming messages about yourself. Pat yourself on the back when you do something right. When you do a healthy habit, give yourself props. All right. It's so important to, and you're going to have to maybe limit your exposure to critical people. You might have to unfriend some people in social media. You might have to in your real life hang around critical people less. You don't need it. And when it's family, it makes it a lot more difficult. All right. Get some support for yourself to do that, but really pay attention to affirming messages, because that's going to play a real big role in how much emotional eating you do. When everybody eats emotionally, it's usually about the degree and the frequency. All right. Another thing, hang out with people who are doing it. Hang out with people who are looking to get healthier in the same way you are. You might not be the gym rat. You might not be the person who's like running a marathon or, you know, in super big heavy duty training. You might be really proud of yourself for doing 15 minutes of exercise a day. So you want to be with people who can encourage you, support you, cheer you on, are doing it with you. That's the thing I love about our community on Facebook, WomanWize Healthy Living. And that's a private community. It's exclusive. You can't find it in a search. If you want to join that, please just let me know. Happy to add you. And if you're showing this on my website, you can just message me through my website, WomanWize.com. But I'm going to tell you, hanging out together, this is why we're doing the 21-day challenge. We want to focus in a little bit, get to know each other, and get those supports and those habits in place. I can't tell you how important hanging out with people doing the same goal you are is for you. Take the pressure off. I know we all want to lose weight before the reunion, lose weight before the wedding, before the cruise, before the vacation where we're going to have to wear the bathing suit. All of us set those kinds of goals. The problem is it puts us in an on-off scenario, right? Where you have to lose the weight by a certain time. And when you do stuff like that, you're actually setting yourself up for failure, because what happens if you make the goal? As soon as the goal's achieved, a lot of time pressure's off and you start sliding back into old habits faster than you think. The weight's back on before you know it. So there's that. The other thing is, what if your body isn't cooperating at the 1.5 pounds a week or the 2 pounds a week or whatever the goal is? What if your metabolism is adjusting differently? What if you're doing everything right? When you've got a deadline like that, instead of thinking about a healthy habit, you're much more likely to give up on yourself too soon. And that's why I just don't like the pressure of those kinds of things. We do have some, like the 21-day jumpstart that we do because we want to make it fun, but we don't bring to it an expectation of hitting the goal weight. We don't do that thing because that's not sustainable in the long run. We're doing it to help people get a jumpstart, but it's very, very important to know that we're going to be putting habits in place that you're going to need to continue. All right. The other thing, taking the pressure off, we said that. Giving yourself some grace. Understand that when you're learning any new habit, it's going to take time. And it doesn't, especially as adults, we don't like to make mistakes. right? We don't care if a child makes a mistake. We know that they're learning, but we don't give ourselves that kind of grace that we're learning. Learning to eat healthier is going to take more meal planning, different shopping, trying different things, maybe even making some changes in your schedule for the changes in how you cook. You have to give yourself some grace for that. Again, this goes back to my very first tip about the healthy habits. This is why I love that so much. Don't deprive yourself. A lot of times when we go to lose weight, we get super restrictive, which, by the way, physiologically in your body does not help you. All right? There's no reason to cut out healthy food groups. Sensitivities, allergies are a different thing. But when we deprive ourselves, when we don't allow ourselves foods we would normally eat anyway, we are really setting ourselves up for some long-term failure. I've got a talk in our wellness project that we have on how to celebrate with feast days because it's important, right? You are never going to go through life. You're not going to go through life never eating a cookie again. And that's not the thing. The thing is to be able to maybe enjoy a cookie or two and not get into addictive stuff. To be able to enjoy that, but just not often, right? To be able to enjoy it the way they used to be enjoyed years ago as treats. So not depriving yourself. This is, like I said, keeping out of that on-off diet thing, that super restrictive thing is so important when you have a long-term healthy weight goal. And then the last thing, give yourself props. Celebrate all of your wins, the small ones. The woohoo, I drank more water today than yesterday. I'm eating more fresh vegetables. I tried a new recipe. I learned a new food that's healthy to eat that I like. I made time to plan my meals. I stayed on my eating plan. All of those wins you need to celebrate. You're learning new things. Get excited about the new things. Get excited about the non-food activities you're getting into. I went to the gym twice this week. I'm kind of starting to set a new record for myself. I'm celebrating that. I just told you. And why? Because I know that if I celebrate that, if I give myself grace, if I focus on the habit is going to be repeated more and more and more, and then the results will come. So I hope that was a blessing to you. I hope that encouraged you. If I can help you in any way, let me know. Let me tell you a little bit about the 21-day Jumpstart. It is for focusing on healthy habits, clean eating. We have some beyond organic things that we use that really help build the lean muscle to burn the fat, get rid of the bloat, really help you feel awesome and energized. Let me know if you want to know about the 21-day Jumpstart. Message me or contact me through my website, WomanWize.com. It's there in the description box. And make sure you ask me about the 7 big secrets to weight loss. This is packed with information on healthy weight management, and what I learned about a lot of these so-called nutrition gurus really made me mad. It was amazing. It was amazing. So you can get that from me. Go to my website, WomanWize.com. It's in the description box. Sign up for the Wellness Project. Reach out to me. Let me know how I can help you. Thank you so much for joining me. Stay healthy and live woman wise. Bye now.